Before we get into your spread today, allow me to vaguely provide you with some background information as to what it means when a planet is retrograde. Generally speaking, when a planet is retrograde, it means that the planet is orbiting much slower than usual and, from our perspective, appears to be traveling backwards. The best example that can further explain this is, say for instance you are traveling on the freeway. Your car and the vehicle in the lane beside you are traveling at the exact same speed. Then you decide to slightly increase your speed. It will then appear to you as though the vehicle next to you was moving backwards. The vehicle is not actually moving backwards, it simply appears that it is from your current perspective. So, in essence, Pluto is basically orbiting at a much slower speed or pace than usual. So Pluto retrograde in general entails that we may have difficulty transforming our lives due to fear of letting go. You will probably have difficulty expressing your personal power and influence. A fear of being controlled or of taking control can stem from past life and or childhood experiences involving abuse of power or being overly controlled. The severity as to how this will affect you will be shown through aspects to your Pluto in your natal chart. Regardless if your natal Pluto is retrograde or not, you will experience some of Pluto's energy. Your particular experience may not be felt as strongly as others. But this particular Pluto retrograde in April of 2017 starts on April 20th, 19 degrees in Capricorn, and ends on September 28th, 16 degrees in Capricorn, which brings opportunities for progress, but a number of big obstacles will have to be overcome to get there. An internal investigation is needed to root out a barrier to progress and eliminate it. Jupiter, also retrograde, adds one more degree of difficulty. Some destructive energy is hindering a necessary Plutonic transformation. This particular involvement of Jupiter suggests that this problem relates to greed, excess, faith, or ideology. What makes this particular Pluto retrograde much different is that Pluto will be aspected by Jupiter, which is also currently retrograde, by what is known as a square. An astrological square differs from an opposition, inasmuch as an opposition entails that two planets are not in harmony with each other, while a square entails tension. Given Jupiter square Pluto makes you want to succeed, and succeed big time. Success, power, and influence are all possible, but without some care, there could be ruthless determination, greed, corruption, obsessive and compulsive behavior, excessive pride, and overestimating resources. These are some of the themes that this Pluto retrograde could manifest within social groups and or social situations. On a lighter note, Jupiter retrograde in itself can promise achieve growth and happiness in a particular area of life that is important to you now. Whatever your hopes for the future may be, this year's Jupiter retrograde is an opportunity to make great leaps and bounds toward living out your dreams. However, with Jupiter retrograde square Pluto retrograde, if your goals are unrealistic, deceitful, or greedy, then disappointment and loss will more than likely follow. Okay, guys, with that background information, let's go and get started on your spread. Hey, what's up, Pisces? Here's your reading for the Pluto retrograde. I already pre-shuffled the cards, so let's get started. Guardian angels of love and light, ancestors lost and known in the seas of time, please intercede into this reading to provide Pisces with the clarity and understanding as to which he or she seeks, and please grant me, the reader, the objectivity to read the cards and relay the messages as they're meant to be. Okay, Spirit, let's release the first card for Cancer for permeation. Okay. I'm not going to take these two. There's two cards that were flipped over. Just not feeling those. Cancer for the Pluto retrograde. Pisces, my God's wrong with me today. Pisces, Pluto retrograde, the first card. Go with this one right here. Seven of Wands. This Taurus retrograde is just doing a damn number on me. Like, it's ridiculous. Okay, Spirit, release the second card for proposal for Pisces. Oh God, I didn't even get to do. Okay. The Seven of Swords. Okay, Spirit, the third card for Pisces for propriety. Okay. The Three of Cups in reverse. Okay, Spirit, release the fourth card for Pisces for perception. Oh, all right now. The Nine of Swords in reverse. Okay, Spirit, release the fifth card for purgation for Pisces. Purgation for Pisces. For the Pluto Retrograde. Purgation for Pisces. Purgation for Pisces for the Pluto Retrograde. What do you have in store for Pisces, Spirit? This card wanted to come out. The Father of Wands. Spirit, release the sixth card for Pursuance. Pursuance for Pisces. The Lovers. Spirit, release the seventh and final card for Purpose. What is the purpose for Pisces with this Pluto Retrograde, Spirit? Okay. Nice. The Star card. I like that, Pisces. It's beautiful. You see them all? Should get them all in here. Okay. Just me or like something's looking a little weird here? There we go. Right. All right, Pisces. So for your first card here, you guys got for the messages attempting to reach your intuition. Seven of Wands. I want to say, Pisces, what I'm picking up on is not letting other people's opinions influence you so much. We do need to take other things into consideration, especially the people who really guide us through life, or we believe are people who have made it through the rut, or through the mire. We can take their opinions into consideration. And I'm also picking up on, Pisces, the people that do give you certain advice, make sure that they're a person of substance and that they give you the correct advice. It's a little tough to kind of discern that, especially when we don't really know what to do or what trajectory to take or which direction. But it's kind of reading between the lines, Pisces, sometimes, and knowing that doesn't seem like it's a viable option. And I'm also kind of picking up on, just because someone hasn't went through maybe the same experience that you have, let's not completely deface their opinion on things. Because maybe they're like an outsider looking in, and maybe they can provide an objective kind of consideration or opinion towards things. But yeah, I mean, just in general, Pisces, from this card I'm picking up, is forging your own way. And courage. Yeah, I'm picking up courage a lot as well. And having that inner strength to know that you can move forward with things. Because no one's going to light that way for you. You're going to have to light it for yourself. And when we choose to light that light to move forward, we make that sound decision. So therefore, we're willing to put the work in. So it actually comes, into fruition, or it manifests. All right, Pisces, for your second card, you got the areas in your life that you need to reflect on. All right, Pisces. You need to check who your friends are, Pisces, and some people that you associate with. Because I know this particular spread is, it's position based. But why is forging your own way next to secrets, which is also next to not having the joy and company in other people or with other groups. So forging your own way, having the secrets that you need to look out for, but then the Three of Cups kind of, these two cards right here, they completely go against, the Seven of Wands. They go against, they kind of don't really follow in that order. Or also I'm picking up on maybe you can light your way in a negative way aspect. Maybe having the influence of those people can maybe steer you in the wrong direction. So it's a false sense of direction. Okay, but just if we're gonna get back, let's get back to the cards in their own positions or respective positions. So the areas of your life you need to reflect on, Pisces, is who you are choosing to maybe spend your time with. Make sure that, let's not be paranoid. Well, one, we shouldn't be paranoid around people that we love and we respect and that feel that are good for us. But maybe sometimes let's check our email, Pisces. Let's make sure that everyone around us is honest. Now, there are some things, as withholding certain information, because we all have our closet of hollow bones. But at the same time, Pisces, we need to make sure that also we're honest with people. Because when we're not honest with people, then they don't know how to approach us and how to give us what we need in terms of in our relationships and partnerships. But also, I feel like it could be them doing it to you as well. Like maybe you're the victim versus the perpetrator in a sense. I'm also picking up on double check contracts as well. And making sure that no one has any motives around you, Pisces. I think also the contract thing, I got that for Cancer too. I think I picked up on that. But also maybe some family members, or maybe I'm getting kind of like family through marriage. Let's also make sure that they're truthful in their dealings with you, and then you as well with them. Okay, so for your third card, Pisces, we got for propriety, for the hidden truths that command your honesty. Three of Cups in reverse. Are you really comfortable around maybe the people that you're around? If you feel like certain people aren't really providing for your life, well, not providing for your life, but providing positivity for you, We need to rid ourselves of them, Pisces. We can't always just go with the flow, and we can't excuse other people's intentions, because there shouldn't be a reason why we're excusing them. We shouldn't even need to have that reason as to why. And I'm also picking up on having to excuse other people's intentions when you're around other people. Like, let's say, like friend A isn't there, but then you're around another group of friends that maybe necessarily don't really like friend A, but then they kind of maybe bombard you with, oh, I don't like, friend A because of this and that, this, that, and the fourth. Like friend, they're just kind of, they just don't really like them. And if you have that little feeling, Pisces, that friend A is not doing too great, or in terms of your guys' relationship as well, don't excuse their actions to, your other friends. Yeah, don't excuse friend A's actions to your other ones, because that's when the secrets happen. Because, like the old saying, if one person calls you a donkey, look in the mirror. If a second person calls you a donkey, buy the saddle. And I'm not saying literally in that order, like 1, 2 people, but, sometimes you have to take a look in the mirror. But if a lot of people are saying that about certain people, then they need to just buy the saddle already and realize what's going on. So basically, kind of went off topic there, but for the third card, it's realize the people that you're hanging out with or you're associating with. And if you tend to feel that it's just not really there, or that they have ulterior motives, it's probably because they do. All right, for your fourth card, Pisces, you got the Nine of Swords in reverse for the dark sides of your personality being highlighted. Let's see what I'm picking up on here. Always remember to be thankful to the people who have helped you throughout your life, who have maybe got you out of certain situations, or maybe helped you pave a different path that brought you to happiness, or that brought you to success. And let's not forget about them. Because, I'm picking up on, we don't realize the things that we do to other people that maybe puts them in moments of despair. Or maybe we do certain things that people don't really necessarily appreciate. Watch your dreams too, Pisces. I don't know, I'm kind of picking up on that too. Make sure that you don't completely take what you dream into consideration. When you dream about certain things, it's more of a guide, or sometimes we just dream of things that we're feeling, but we choose to not maybe voice them, or completely we go around certain issues, not through them, and therefore we dream about them, and it keeps us in that state. Sometimes we also dream about some of our regrets. And also picking up on, Pisces, that let's not completely be worry-free. Kind of going back to the double check the contracts, and also let's not completely be worry-free in terms of the people that we hang out with. Now, you should be able to let your hair down, but pay attention to how they treat other people as well. I don't know, for the water signs, I'm kind of picking that up for this retrograde. Because I don't think I got that for Scorpio, but I got that for Cancer. Maybe it was Scorpio, I'm not really sure, but I think for the water signs in general, you guys are going to have to realize who you're hanging out with, and also how they treat, like, what's really Spirit's really putting or the thought that Spirit's giving me to relay to you guys is watch how they treat other people. And also for you Pisces specifically, I'm getting this. Watch how they speak. Let's say there's friend 1, friend 2, and friend 3. When friend 3 isn't around and it's just, friend 1 and friend 2, watch how they speak. That person speaks of friend 3. And also, Pisces, I'm picking up on listen specifically to the things that they say. If they're not important things or they're like mundane things, like, oh, do you see the way she put that cup down? She seems like she's feeling some type of way. Something like that. It's like, really, that you're putting too much on that. Take that into consideration too, Pisces. Pay attention to that. Because how are they viewing you, or how are they speaking about you when it's just friend 2 and 3? Yeah, and also, Pisces, I'm kind of picking up on too, be careful not to over-exaggerate certain issues that happen within your partnerships or your friendships that will push other people away and cause them to be in a moment of despair, or maybe have like insomnia or dishonesty as well. Okay, so for your 5th card, the best method in reading the negativity. I'm getting be calm in the storm. I'm kind of picking up on that too. Being steadfast. Kind of steadfast stillness during conflict. When conflict is arising, or when you see things boiling over, don't boil over with them. Make sure you keep calm and you assess the issue and then speak on it. And also, I'm getting kind of let your creative side come out a little bit more. And also, Pisces, I'm kind of picking up on protect the things that you have. Because when you protect the things that you do have, you're able to see other people. I don't know what I'm getting. Why for you, the water signs, I'm picking up on like, watch the motives of other people. I'm really just picking up on that. Like, because everything that I'm saying, it's like as a way of protecting yourself. Make sure to protect yourself, Pisces, in terms of the things that you have, because when people want those certain things, like they're small, little, mundane things, and you see that they yearn for it that much, you can see that maybe sometimes envy will build up. And imagine how it is when they want larger things from you, or you have something that other people want, or something that they want, and it's a really big thing. Imagine how they're going to be towards you, or their disposition with you when that arises. If it's over like a mascara or something dumb like that. I don't know why I'm picking that up too, but some small item of maybe insignificance, but yet they want it so bad. Look out for that too. Yeah, but I don't know. Just I think all the water signs in general, that's the message. I'm picking up on that a lot. For your 6th card, you got the transition and adjustments ahead. Pisces, I'm picking up on the relationships that do bring value to your life and you know that are genuine. Remember to make exceptions for those people. Let's make sure that they're comfortable as well. That goes for your partnerships as well, and also just your relationships and your family. Make sure that these people are comfortable in your space. Because, I mean, your space and their space becomes our space, kind of in a sense. You could also maybe need to be nicer to a Gemini, like, you know, kind of picking that up too. And I just want to say, Pisces, I'm picking up on being a little bit more gentler. Not even a word, gentler. Being more gentle in your approach to other people. Be a little bit more empathetic, sympathetic if you can. Yeah, because then that's going to strengthen your bonds with other people. And it also puts you into a different light. And then those people then see you in a different light and say, oh, maybe their perspectives will switch of you, which would bring other, you know, situations into your life, and they may, you know, they may better you. And then union with other people. Now, Pisces, for your last card, for the destination that awaits this retrograde, it could be an Aquarius, but I'm not really kind of picking that up because I feel like this is a specific spread. What I'm picking up on, Pisces, is just peace of mind and hope. Hope that everything's going to be fine. And it probably will be. But it won't be fine if you don't have the peace of mind. Because, see, once again, I'm picking up on other people's motives. When you rid yourself of certain people that have secrets, maybe, you're able to then be comfortable in your own skin as well as with those other people that do appreciate you and that do bring value to your life. And it allows you to be yourself more. It allows you to be seen in a different light as well. And it creates a peace of mind to know that no one has any motives against you. And just rising from all the crap that has happened, Pisces, to you, and just knowing that everything's going to be fine. And also, I'm kind of picking up on be careful at work, because other people may influence you to do certain things or have other certain or influence certain situations, and it may not be the best thing to do, which will then prevent the hope and peace of mind. And also just look to yourself for answers sometimes. Make sure to always check in with yourself too, Pisces, when it comes to answering yourself or maybe making certain decisions, because that's the only way that you're going to forge your, you know, your way forward, making those sound decisions. All right, Pisces, that's all I'm getting from your spread, and hope you enjoyed it for the Pluto retrograde.